Now we're going to finish today's show as we do on a Wednesday with Ask the Vet, and we're joined by John Garrahy from Treaty Veterinary Clinic, who have a branch in Shannon. John, how are things?
Very well. Good morning, Alan.
Good morning to you. You're going to talk to us about a very, very popular monkey. His name is Punch, and he's popular because he's tugged at the heartstrings of people, being abandoned by his nearest and dearest. What have you made of the particular story, first off?
Well, I suppose out of abandonment, and remember a monkey is a primate, so they're fairly high up the pecking order of animals. And out of abandonment, it gives rise to various things: separation anxiety, insecurity, fear, loneliness. So bonding with a toy or whatever is quite usual in these situations, because it becomes like a comfort for the pet to have this comfort. I suppose it's a bit like children who might have a blanket or something that they are very attached and bring with them. In the animal world, it's very common. You occasionally read cases of, particularly funny enough, of horses who will only travel in a horse box if a certain other horse or pony or something is with them. So attachments do occur, and they can be very deep and very profound for the pet. But I think it stems from probably obviously in this case, the abandonment and being separated, and the separation anxiety is a very real fear in all animals, I suppose, no more than in anywhere else. So the whole, I think, is this became a comfort.
Yeah, and certainly that toy is giving Punch a lot of comfort. John, why might a rescued pet that has been abandoned and rescued struggle to fit in with other animals in a household? And how long does it usually take for them to feel safe and settled?
Well, I suppose think about an abandoned pet that is rescued, depending on the circumstances. First of all, it may have been weaned very early, so it has not had a normal social interaction, maybe even with its litter mates and the mother, because there's a real period of socialization, learning for puppies between roughly from 4 or 5 weeks on to 8 or 9 weeks, where they're actively learning. So if you've had the pleasure of watching a litter of puppies at 5 or 6 weeks, they do a lot of what on the surface of it looks like very rough and tumble play. But it's actually their way of socializing, and they play by it, and they create a hierarchy, and they get an understanding of each other. So that starts quite young. They learn from each other. They establish an order. They know whether they're in a safe environment, and they're gradually separated from their mother. She's gradually producing less milk. They're gradually eating. But the whole thing is gradual. So suddenly you have this puppy abandoned. He doesn't literally know where his next meal is coming from, so he's worried, he's insecure, he's alone. And so again, when he's rescued, he may have varying reactions, actually. That's funny. Some pups are just overjoyed. Some are still not trusting of their new good fortune and are wary that maybe, well, this is temporary, or this may stop any minute. So it can be a very gradual process settling in an abandoned puppy. It depends on the individual, but I usually say the whole thing is routine. Establishing a safe routine. Pets know or have a very good sense of time per day and will respond if they know they're getting fed at 8 in the morning or 4 in the evening, if they're brought in and out at certain times. That in itself is very important. And the second thing, actually, with puppies like that have been abandoned, is not actually to overstimulate them. An owner may feel like, I need to do X, Y, and Z. Do probably less. And just let them relax, let them get to know you, let them get to know their environment, let them realize their food is going to be there, and take care of their general medical needs, and only gradually then maybe become more and more involved with them. Because of the trauma that they've been through, they just take more time. You asked me for a specific time length there, Alan. I'd like to give you an answer, but it varies so much that it's not possible to be precise to say it'll be a week or a month. Every case is different.
Okay. Well, look, at least you've given great advice, which we knew you would, John. If only Punch was on this side of the world, to be in good hands. But we're always in good hands, as are all the pet owners listening to the show. A really interesting topic, and thanks for your advice on that.
Very, very interesting, the whole behavioural area.
Yeah, well, it's the first time we've talked to you about monkeys. We'll see if that happens again in the future. Might be back to more traditional cats and dogs next week. But until then, John Garrahy from Treaty Veterinary Clinic, of a branch in Shannon, should you need it. Always a pleasure, John. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Thank you.